Hey everyone, this is Saito, and this video is going to be much more important than the ones I usually make. And this is because we're going to look at just how much Genshin is losing in both revenue and downloads. But not only that, but also other games of favorites such as Star Rail and also CCC. So let's not waste any time, but before that, please consider to subscribe, because that really helps the channel, and also because soon I will make a special video about this 200 sub special, because we finally managed to hit them. I made a post where you can choose some of the topics for the video, but I will probably make both of them soon enough. And now let's get right into the video. So I feel like the best way to start this is by checking out the data. There are many different articles that tell us the amount of revenue gained by so many different gacha games, and here, even though Genshin made the most amount of money, they still lost a minus 43% revenue sales, which is so much. Honestly, they almost lost half of their whole ass revenue in just 1 year. But what's even crazier is that despite losing so much revenue, they still are the number one, followed by Star Rail, despite Star Rail also suffering from a minus 13% revenue. They both got hit pretty hard, and same goes for CCC. Now, we don't know the difference in revenue for CCC because it's a new game, but some funds tell us that they just lost a whopping 80% of the player base in just 3 months, which is even difficult to describe. 80%, 4 people out of 5. And the biggest issue, I believe, is that not many huge dramas happen in this period of time. Sometimes a game will lose a lot of players for a major drama, such as Helldivers with the account stuff, but this is even worse because I don't think that any big drama happened, so that just means that these people just got bored and went away. So it's even harder to find the actual problem, because the whole game is the problem. And yes, I also believe that it's a Gunner game, at least in my opinion. So I am not sure just how reliable it actually is to have so many Gunners as your player base, but at least for CCC, it feels like they are not doing a great job. Now, we still don't know just how much money they made. I heard that they made so much money just the first month of the release, but I guess we will have to wait some months to just check the perfect amount of money. And same goes for Wuthering Waves, even though they made less money than CCC. So we'll try to see the reasons for why Genshin is suffering so much this year. First of all, I feel like the community is kind of exhausted. Like, the community has been kind of the same for so many years already. At first they made a ton of fan arts, this time they still make some fan arts, even porn ones, a lot of porn ones, but way less compared to the good old days. And this is because the people are finally getting bored of the game, because if you go see it, there is not much endgame at all. Apart from doing commissions and pricing, there is not almost anything to do. While Star Rail, for example, has a lot of endgame content, such as the simulated universe, Genshin only has the Abyss and the Theater, and they're not that great, especially when the rotation is 1 month or even more. The game is locked on a very tight routine, and when people are not exploring, there is not anything to do. Another reason could be the massive amount of drama that is following Genshin, such as the voice acting drama that has been going for so many months already. I made a few videos about it, you can check them if you want, but they have been like protesting against the AI. And this led to so many voice actors missing in the English department, including even now. So this also shows you just how much a voice is important for one of these games. As I said before, these games are very important when it's about the character design. In gacha games, the character design is often even more important than the gameplay itself, such as Star Rail being very repetitive, being a turn-based game, and still having so much money because of the characters having a great personality or a great design. So the voice missing is like a very important piece for a character's design. And when you can't hear it for more than 100 days, then some people will stop pulling for some characters because they're just missing a part of that character, which is not very nice. I hope that this goes to show just how much important voice actors are for these kind of games, because I hear so many people just saying to replace them, even if this will not change anything. And even if this is just one single reason for why the revenue is plummeting, this is still a very important one. Another very important reason is just how much they're preferring to put female characters over male ones. In the whole 2024, we just saw a single new male character being released, and this really goes to show you that they make so much money, I believe, off of waifus, even though I would not be so sure, because if you've got that problem in revenue, I don't think that's a very optimal formula. Still, compared to Star Rail, they make a lot of male characters as new ones. Recently they released the Sunday, which has gotten like a crazy amount of following, almost as Firefly herself, which is something almost unbelievable. But I feel like it would be better if you just make the game a bit more balanced when it's about genders. If they added like 3 new characters that were males, maybe the situation would have not even changed that much, but at least this will not be one point that we should consider, because in the end this could still be a reason. But I feel like by far the most important reason is just the rising of so many new gacha games. Now there is Zenless on Zero, which yes, it's an Oliver's game, but it technically makes competition to Genshin, and there is also Wuthering Waves, which is already a very important game, even if it just got released. So many people, including myself, already prefer Wuthering Waves because of just how generous they are, and also how much better the combat feels, just the design of the characters being so much better, the models, the colors, everything about the game honestly feels so much more mature, so much more improved compared to Genshin, and the quality of life updates are also very nice, also including the creativity of the game when you can just switch into any echoes that you want, even if yes, Wuthering Waves does have a lot of waifu fan service, even if it's not that much in the end. And for people in the comments that will say that I called CCC a Gunner game but I still play Wuthering Waves, it's much different when you see something like the Jane Doe trailer. But now that we saw all of these different reasons, do you think that in the future Genshin will go even more down? Honestly, I feel like this year Genshin will go even more down because of something very simple, which is the rise of even more new gacha games. We will have some new gacha games such as Ananta, which is a game I really care about, Neverness to Everness, and also a new Arknight game which is going to be a gacha open world game. So 3 new competitors that look very big, plus Wuthering Waves. I don't think it's gonna go very well for Genshin. Now will Genshin like die or something like that? Of course not, fuck no. The game is simply colossal, like it can't die actually, it really can't die. It still is number 1 even after a minus 43% revenue, but I feel like this is going to still take a huge hit in the future. Also, so many people did not like Natlan. I will make like a survey in my channel, I think I will do it after this video, but I know so many people that did complain about Natlan and also just the characters themselves, because the place is everything but a war place, because the story is what it is, and also because the expectations has been failed, which is something that is very important for some players. So 3 new gacha games as the competitors, plus people not really enjoying the new content, plus the fact that they already released the Archon, which is oftentimes like the most important sale point. I don't feel like they're going to perform very well, to be honest, but they will most likely always remain at least in the 3rd place or the 5th place at maximum. Still, they're losing quite some money and also quite some downloads, which is something that is pretty unexpected for such a huge game. And that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, and soon enough I will also make the 200 subs special video, so stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!